Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. I'm old school, but I keep it funky fresh, y'all. And this is deep, y'all. I'm from the deep, y'all. And what you get is what you motherfucking see.
Welcome back, humans! You know what day it is. My name is Jaime, giving you exclusive events on headlines that you didn't even know you needed. And with that said, I'd appreciate it if you would smash that subscription, hit that like button once in a while, and turn on those notifications. And let's get on with some events. These are some random, crazy events today, humans. But they all involve our president. I'm just kidding. For some reason, because, man, this dude's on a, like I said, he's on a fucking roll. Like, this shit just, not just him, like the whole administration. But anyways, like I said before, during all these hard times when we had lockdowns and we had all these, things were going down, a lot of heavy restrictions and guidelines we had to follow. It was pretty difficult, but the thing that was most difficult is if you had an outside opinion. So that was the most hardest thing ever. Like, if you had an outside opinion that might make sense or it might have helped you out, even if it helped you out, you were looked at as like something bad. Like, if you had an outside thought of anything. So if you had your own doctor or you had your own, not like people just like, I have my own scientist. Like, I mean, not everybody just has like their own scientist. Okay. But I'm saying, like, we had to listen to like their doctors and their scientists. And any other doctor that came out or any other scientist that came out was crazy. Like, just basically crazy. And it didn't matter what you said, you was against the grain or anything similar or slightly looked like it was against the grain or it smelled like it was against the grain. You were just like automatically liar or you were bad, or all your dirt came out. Like, your whole browser history come out if you came and spoke against, their scientists or doctors. But that would be cool to have my own scientist, the case scientist, and he'd be like, yes, Jaime, what do you want? I need some science stuff. But, it'd be cool to have your own, like an assistant, but a scientist. But we do have our own doctors and things like that. And I just think it's bananas that, back during that, all that shit, and still today, like, you just can't listen to, other opinions than what they're telling us. Like Crouchy and all that other dude. I like watching them videos when he's under fire under all them court cases and they try to ask him all these questions like, did you or did you not take money? And he was like, the thing is, and did you, and then they don't even let him talk and shit. It's kind of very aggressive because that was the kind of thing that was happening to us. Like, he would just talk and we couldn't say anything because it was on TV and we just had to listen to this dude. Bananas. But speaking of a scientist that a lot of people started listening to, and he used to like shape young minds. Like, I used to watch him when I was younger, and I used to think the dude was weird and crackpot, and I stopped watching him like because I didn't like him. I don't know. I just thought he was weird, and he also looked weird. So do we all. But whatever. It was Bill Nye, and like this dude used to talk about, like, you hear him now talking about like he's all the super scientist now, like talking about climate change, and like we got to hear about like other cooking diseases and things like that from him, and like all this crazy other science when he's only got like one chemical engineering degree. At least I think that's what his degree is. And I fucking looked this shit up. Mechanical engineering degree. A bachelor's. That's all the fucking dude's got. But he had all this fucking facts and we had to listen to this guy on TV. After he did like the shaping of the young minds of the kids, they started putting him all over the fucking news like he was just some fucking expert. It was like him and Neil deGrasse fucking Tyson. Or Neil Dumbass Tyson. And not Mike Tyson, as Neil deGrasse Tyson. They said dumbass. I don't like Neil deGrasse Tyson either. I feel like all those people in the media are like the fake ass people like the president. And like this president kind of shows that whoever's in charge isn't really in charge. So those fancy people we see on TV all the time are just the shill people, behind the crazy, weird, mad scientists that are doing all the crazy shit in all those, labs and shit. And I almost think, like, Fauci was, like, so closely, like, just telling everybody that shit. Like, look, man, it ain't even us, They're going to fucking, like, I'm waiting for one of these live feeds to just somebody's going to get poison darted. They got that icicle gun from in the 50s or some shit. And it was, like, caused, like, instant cardiac arrest. It was like the pufferfish venom. Look it up. Okay, so that shit could happen, during an interview on TV. But we got to listen to this dude when there's other people that are highly more qualified scientists that people may not or may know and may not know because they happen to be somebody famous. Like, for instance, people had this meme going on, and I went and fact checked that shit, and the fact checkers couldn't even fuck with it. When you went to fact check it, they were like, well, it's not necessarily true, but it is true. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? All those degrees they talked about were legit, and all this dude's 1 degree is legit, so it don't fucking matter. But fucking Dolph fucking Lundgren, okay, a.k.a. Drago, a.k.a. Universal Soldier, a.k.a. you get the fucking point. It's fucking Dolph Lundgren, dude, has more fucking degrees in science than this dude ever will. But yet he's a fucking actor. Like the dude that's real a threat, they're like, look, man, we know you're super smart. And we know, like, you're a good looking guy and everything like that. We should put you on TV, make you a star. So they took all the threat away of his science-ness by making him a movie star. And, I must break you. And he went and did it. But who knows if he has his own secret Drago lab somewhere. You would hope he does, and he's probably doing things for the good of the humans, of us, for us humans. For whenever shit goes really bad. But yeah, I want to check this shit out. My man's like way more qualified in science. Like, we should listen to some people like that. We should check out some more actors or people out in the limelight. Like the lady that's the new host of Jeopardy. She was in like Big Bang Theory and like Blossom and shit. She's like a super like brain scientist of some sort. I don't even want to say the wrong word. I don't know if she's a neuroscientist or a neurologist. I don't know, but she's super smart, and like they should, more people should come out and expose that kind of stuff. It'd probably be good role models for young children too to get out there and see that it's cool to be smart instead of listening to all these weirdos on the fucking reality TV shows. But I just don't believe. I just think it's crazy. Like I said, like people were like, some people's careers were ruined just because they had an opposite opinion of what was happening during this, during those crazy times. If you had an opposite opinion, you was just evil. Or you was like, in the words of like Bobby Boucher's mom, from the fucking Waterboy, you was the devil if you said fucking bad shit about what was happening. Anything against it, if you had an opposite opinion, which I don't agree with. So, I'm sure everybody knows, humans, what's going on with this new Supreme Court ruling, and it kind of drove some people pretty bananas with you have every right to. I mean, there's a lot of strong opinion, whether you're for it or not, and there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. But yet there was all these, reported shootings on the news, like, which we had to hear about every day, and all this violence we got to hear about every fucking day. And so everybody was hoping there was going to be these kind of new gun regulations and, shit like that. And they weren't going to, take no guns and shit, but they were probably going to have some more stricter regulations on guns, right? But eventually, I guess, they couldn't fucking decide how they wanted to regulate guns. So they switched it up, humans, and they decided to regulate, women's bodies. And I don't think I agree with that. And I'm not a woman, and I would bet that most women out there don't agree with these people are making, they don't want to make no decision on guns and how they want to control people's gun rights and shit like that. But hey, let's control women's vaginas. They want to control your vaginas, but not the guns. That's kind of wild when you think about it. That's like that's how those creepy like conspiracy things don't seem that false when they talk about taking over the world or wanting to like control us in some crazy ass ways. Because if they get, like I said before in previous episodes, I always bring it up sometimes. It kind of, recirculates. We keep saying yeah to agree to more and more things. They're just going to take more. And I feel like this is one of those setups. Because we're going back in time, I feel like, and these old people rules, like, shit's getting weird. Like, I feel like we are going back in time. Like, if I see Marty McFly carrying a fucking sports almanac, I'm kicking his ass and taking that shit. Because it's weird going on. It's just bananas. Because, I mean, what else are they going to control if they can control a woman's body now? I mean, can they control a woman's body? Like, that's weird. This is bananas. I mean, they're going to allow somebody to just decide what they want to do in these, whatever state they choose or whatever the fuck. And I just think it's kind of bananas. I don't know, but I don't think if you can't control guns, you can't control vaginas. So the government wants to control vaginas. That's kind of crazy. I think somebody should call Prince's agent because fucking I thought Prince was the only one that had pussy control. And now the government wants pussy control. And I think we should stop the government attempt at pussy control. That's craziness, humans. I don't think they should be getting that much. Like, when you, like I said, they get a little too much fucking leeway. Or what's that old saying? You give them an inch and they'll take a mile. Goodness gracious, are they trying to take fucking all kinds of miles? They're trying to take the whole land. Whatever land like that is us. Like I said, if we keep saying yes, they're going to keep taking more and more shit. And what does that lead? What does that leave us with? I have no idea. Do we become like if we keep saying yeah to that stuff, then we're basically going to become some sort of, we'll be like some sort of cattle or some shit probably. That's what the weird part about it, humans. We'd probably be some kind of like cattle to them. We're just going to like fucking just, breed, produce, die. I mean, we're doing it now, but they'll just like make it faster. Let's be like breed, produce, die. And then like, I don't know, man. This is like a weird, crazy cycle that seems to be happening. I don't know. But when they they're not going to stay in this current administration or like what I call the country's castration, I don't think they're going to stay in power too long. And I think they know it, like I said, and they're doing trying to grab all this money they can and do all this shit because, it's just running thin. And when they got to understand if they get a lot of pushback or people get a lot of negativity towards them or all these, all this stuff happening to them, like if the media starts flipping on them, which it's kind of starting to happen now. They kind of did it to themselves. I mean, you could just look in the mirror. I mean, you got fucking no one to blame but your crazy ass selves, humans. You crazy fucking media, your media bullies. It's bananas. And I think, with all these new gun regulations, they said that, or the failed gun regulations, I guess there's some new gun coming out, and they're calling it the AOC 15. Apparently, this gun just shoots a bunch of dumb shit out. And it'd probably be on sale. So anyways, the media's been like crazy hush-hush on this one topic, humans, and I could not leave it alone. And I want to bring it out here because, like I said, I got these exclusive events sometimes that, you didn't even you didn't even know you needed this. That's why I'm here, to let you know you did need this. So when you swing by, you're like, damn, I didn't know I needed that. That was a good one. But this is some juicy shit. And this is spiraling out of control. And it's got Nancy Pelosi like holding on to crazy cups now. And like she ain't banging her knuckles now. And she's getting like crazy, like trying to stay out of the media. Because some fucking details came out on her husband's DUI charge. And you're like, huh? Her husband's got a DUI charge? Yeah, he does. And like the media's been fucking so hush-hush about it because they're controlling all this shit. And they don't want nobody to know about it. So he was apparently charged. He's going to face the whole whatever, he's got a, couple days in jail and some fines and all this kind of shit. But he got they gave him like a misdemeanor charge and not a felony charge, which, I mean, there was a car accident involved and all kinds of craziness. But how do we find out, right? So New York Times already caught some heat when people were trying to get out like laptop info and all these things. So they don't want to get sued again. So they put out this info. And everybody's like, wow, I read the New York Times all the time and I didn't see this article. Well, it's because it was in the fashion section, humans. Yeah, that's right. They didn't want to catch no heat. They put it out, but they hid it out in the fashion section. So while you're looking at fucking, flipping through the fucking fancy clothes, that's where the fuck that info was about this accident. But thank goodness I'm here to give you some of that info. So there was this mysterious witness. Yes, humans, was there or not a passenger in the car with him during this accident? They say her husband has a reputation of being like a ladies' man and all this kind of stuff, like a very, he's very flirtatious and, charming guy and all this stuff. Not to mention super, super rich, right? My man does the stop game like a fucking gangster. So I guess Nancy Pelosi was out of town and he was coming home somewhere and he was in this fancy sports car. I think it was a Porsche or some shit. And they said that whatever happened, the car fucking swerved off the road and they got in a car accident. And they went off the road. So when they said a sheriff came by and saw the accident right away. Like this sheriff, like all this weird shit just like add up. These guys all playing stupid as shit. And we're just going to fucking fall for it and not say nothing. So this sheriff comes, the first dude on the scene, he was like, oh, I drove by and saw an accident. And there was other police officers arriving. And the sheriff said, oh, I decided to leave because it wasn't my jurisdiction. So you're going to leave a car accident, not see if anybody's okay because it's not your jurisdiction. Somebody paid that dude. Somebody paid that dude. Okay, come on now. This is a cover up right here. So he comes, so that guy leaves. That's one BS weird shit right off the bat. One BS bing. Okay, so now the police officers are there and they say they can and cannot confirm there was a passenger in the car with him. And humans, when he got out of the car, they asked him to get out of the car. And he said, I got a minute. I need a minute. So they said took him a couple minutes to get out of the car when they asked him to get out of the vehicle. Why is that? Was he and his maybe or maybe not passenger fooling around sexually and my man had to fucking pull his pants back up? Was his passenger driving stick shift? There could be something going on. And the police was like, we know who this guy is. You know, high profile individual. Holy shit. And you know what's going down. You know, it's like when you pull over a judge or something. You see them videos like, you know who I am or some shit like that. And sometimes it works. Sometimes they go to jail and they go viral. But more of the times it probably works, especially if you're a high-powered politician and you're married to Pelosi, who could probably kill you, get you killed. Who knows? The lady's creepy to me. She's showing some crazy, and she was already said she has no intentions on losing. What are they going to do when it comes election time? Are they going to start a riot? Or are they going to start this like with the president? There's one coming. You know, that dude. Is that shit going to happen? I don't know what's happening. So it took him a couple of minutes to get out of the car. Could it be because he had to pull his pants up? That's what I wonder. I'm just curious, humans, because there was or maybe was not someone in the car, and there also is a mystery witness. So where was this witness? Where they stand? Because the accident happened like in the middle of nowhere. Like if you see the picture, it look like cornfields and shit. Like you ain't gonna see nothing but a UFO sighting there. You know what I mean? Like ain't shit going on but children under corn. Like there ain't nothing going on there. And this person just happened to be standing on the side of the road, and my man just crashed in a Porsche. Like, oh shit, here comes a Porsche. I better move. And you know, it's like boom. I was just standing here, just minding myself in the cornfields in the middle of the night. Where was this? This person had to be in the car with him, humans, and that's why his wife ain't been in the media, because she's pissed off, knowing my man was fucking around, you know. And this is pretty interesting, humans. Let's stay tuned to see what happens on here, because more details are probably coming. More details are probably coming. I think so. And I think we got to start siphoning through all this BS when they start hiding all these news. We got to like learn how to siphon through the BS stories now, because or when we got to recognize when there's these distractions. Like we got to get past all the Johnny Depp's bed shittings, the fucking self-defense shooting cases, the multiple fucking cop killings, the multiple fucking whatever the fuck they want to throw out here into the fucking media, the whoever reality shows fucking up next, or whatever the fuck up is going on, and whatever, you know, new relationship. You know, we got to get past all these fucking things. The war on our bank accounts, I mean, Ukraine, you know, and all these things happening. We just got to know what's going on, humans, because it feels like we're going back in time sometimes. Like the way they're creating this separation and they're making it like it's something new. Like this separate, and they're putting all these new labels on this separation, and they're making it seem like it's something new and modern. And I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you would smash that like button, hit that subscription, turn on those notifications, because I'm here twice a week. And with that said, this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.
Yes, yes.